Good morning, day 57 on the PCT. Leaving camp nice and early, before 6 o'clock. Trying to get a bigger day in today. It's a bit complicated, but about 80 miles up the line. There's a shuttle bus I need to take to get to a store and somewhere to stay for the night. And that leaves at 3:30 in the afternoon, so I need to position myself over the next sort of 3 days so that I make that on the fourth day. So trying to get some bigger days in. Camping restrictions will ease after another 14 miles, so that'll make things a bit easier. Relatively flat this morning, walking down a river. So overall downstream, so overall downhill for the first sort of 10 miles this morning, and then back up into the hills in the afternoon, so we'll see how we go. Well, it's starting to get dark and there's a bit of thunder around. Looks like it might actually rain. If it does, that'll be the first day I've had rain since day 7. So 50 days. It's a pretty good run. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Good morning, day 58 on the PCT, and for the first time since the first day, I've started with my puffy jacket on. It is so cold. Unbelievable how cold it was last night. There was frost in my tent. One of my water bottles was frozen. It was freezing. I had to do a log crossing first thing this morning. Did it on my hands and knees because the log was covered in frost. One of my water bottles fell in the river, so it's gone. So I've now lost both of my Powerade water bottles that I started with. Still got a couple of water bottles. There's even snow on the ground as I walk past now. Today's plan is very simple. Just do as many miles as I can. There's so much up and down today that I'll be lucky to get to 20 miles, I think. Started an hour later because it was so cold I couldn't get up. So, we'll see how we go. So that ends rather eventful, as it turns out, day 58. A day on which I managed to lose not just one, but 2 of my water bottles. So now I've only got 1 left. I managed to fall in a creek. I managed to break one of my trekking poles. And I completed 16 miles, so probably not going to make the bus to the resort on Thursday. Probably going to have to wait till Friday now. A lot of up, a lot of down. Just up, down all day. About 4,000 feet of each. To keep going meant more climbing, and I just didn't have it in me. So stopped short, stopped early, and yeah, we are where we are. Good morning, day 59 on the PCT. Strategy today, just keep walking. Hopefully get about 20 miles done. A lot of climbing again. Starting the day with 1,000 feet. Hopefully a bit better day than yesterday. Don't see how I can break a trekking pole and lose 2 water bottles again, given I've only got 1 water bottle left. And hopefully the trail's a bit better in terms of actual dirt rather than rocks. Anyway, see how we go. So day 59 wraps up, and what a big day. Over 22 miles, leaving me 22 miles left to Sonora Pass. Given the bus is at 3 o'clock, that's probably not going to get all done tomorrow. Can't see how I can get there by 3 o'clock. Big day today, lots of up, lots of down, very little flat. still going. You can see they're up in front of me. I was going to camp at 16 miles, but made it there by 3 o'clock. So kept going. Next spot to camp was another 6 miles away, so just getting there now, just on 6 o'clock. So hopefully there's still some spots left, and see what happens from there. See you all tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Past 1,000 miles. Leave Yosemite. I mean, Yosemite's been great, but I haven't had the best run here. I've fallen off 3 log bridges. I've lost 2 water bottles, and I broke 1 trekking pole. So everyone says it's one of the most beautiful places in America, and it really is beautiful here. So, but I don't think my gear inventory can handle being here much longer. So good thing we'll be out tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Day 60 on the PCT, and looking like a beautiful day already. It's warmer than it's been when the sun's out. And today's plan, I don't really know. It's 20.8 miles to Sonora Pass, so I could do that easily if I wanted to. The issue is that the shuttle bus that you need to get to the resupply point leaves at 3 o'clock. There's no way I can make that. So I either stop up short or I go all the way and try and hitch. Haven't decided which yet. See where I'm at about 3 o'clock, I think. The last campsites are about 6 miles short of Sonora Pass, so I should be there about 3 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock now. So one last climb and we're out of Yosemite. Although Yosemite's beautiful, it hasn't been great to me. As I said, mosquitoes everywhere. I've never seen mosquitoes like it, to be honest. I've broken my trekking pole, I've lost 2 water bottles. So, be glad to be out of here, to be honest. Anyway, look forward to another day. Oh, who would have thought I could do that? 1,000 miles of walk. Alright, Em, cue the proclaimers. You may have noticed I've switched back to my green shirt away from my sun hoodie. I brought this green shirt thinking I would need it in the Sierra Yosemite section because of the cold. I thought it would be much colder here, as it has been at night, but I thought it would be much colder during the day, which turned out not to be the case. But what I've discovered is the mosquitoes can still bite me through the sun hoodie, but they can't bite me through this shirt. So ironically, this shirt has come in handy, and I am wearing it where I thought I would, just for different reasons. So it's day 61 on the PCT as I head out of Bridgeport, try and get a lift back to Sonora Pass. Facing a 900-foot climb straight away at Sonora Pass. But interestingly, that was the last time in the entire trail I'll be over 10,000 feet. So that's another little milestone ticked off, and probably a 4-day run into South Lake Tahoe from here, where got a few chores to do there. New shoes. Someone kindly gave me a trekking pole yesterday. The guy gave me a lift down here. So we'll see how that goes over the next few days. And then, yeah, we'll see what today brings. So it's 10 o'clock and I'm back on the trail, on the way to South Lake Tahoe. See how far we get today. Hopefully I'd like to do something like 15 miles, but we'll just wait and see. Took me about half an hour to get a lift from Bridgeport. Not too bad. Got my new trekking pole, courtesy of the man who gave me a lift to Bridgeport. Got an extra litre of water, courtesy of the guy who just picked me up and gave me a lift. So, doing okay. See how we go today. Still got my anti-mozzie shirt on because I just don't trust that there's going to be no more mozzies. If there is no more mozzies, then we might switch back to the sun hoodie tomorrow. Hopefully 4 days to South Lake Tahoe. Today's Friday, so that would get me there Saturday, Sunday, Monday night or afternoon. Out Wednesday, because Friday's the 4th of July, so we definitely want to avoid being there for that. Services will be busy, accommodations will be full. So we'll see how we're going. So day 61 coming to a close. Another big day when you consider I didn't get started hiking till 10 o'clock. Started the day in Bridgeport. And lovely little town. Had breakfast there at the hotel. Had to wait for the shop to open because what I desperately needed was another bottle for water. So I bought myself a litre bottle of Dr. Pepper. Drank that, and now I've been filling it up with water for the day. It's a mark day to remember because first climb of the day took us over 10,000 feet, and that is the last time on this tour, on this trail this year. From here on in, that we will be over 10,000 feet. Still a lot of climbing, but none of it over 10,000 feet. And I can tell you, those sorts of elevations gets to be really hard work. Lots of snow on the way down, more rocks on the trail, but generally a good day. See you later. Good morning, day 62 on the PCT. So we continue our run to South Lake Tahoe. It's about 10 to 6 in the morning. No sleeping in when you're in a tent, that's for sure. Today's agenda, just walk, see how far we get, hopefully 20 something miles. And after the excitement of yesterday and the last 10,000 foot climb, still some significant climbs ahead. There's 1,000 feet climb today, we just don't go over 10 again. So climbing gets easier. The one yesterday was really steep. So I'm assured by one of my campmates last night, who goes by the name of Silver, that a friend of his is doing trail magic about 14 miles in, which will be right about lunchtime, so that suits perfectly. Anyway, see how the day goes. So that's it for day 62 on the PCT, 21 miles closer to Lake Tahoe. 34 miles to go now, so I should get there lunchtime Monday, today being Saturday. Good day. A few lakes, lots of snow to cross. Best trail magic, almost probably as good a trail magic as I've had on the whole trail. It was great. The lady was cooking chicken, we were making tacos, quesadillas. She had soft drinks and beer on ice. It was just wonderful. Can't speak highly enough of those people. So yeah, great day. Look forward to another day tomorrow where hopefully I can punch out 20 odd miles and set myself up for a short run on Monday to Lake Tahoe. Good morning everyone, day 63 on the PCT. Up bright and early. There was a bird right next to my tent, decided to wake up at 4:30. So starting the day with a steep little climb. Plan today is just keep marching towards South Lake Tahoe. Hopefully get about 22 miles in. That'll leave me 12 or so tomorrow, so hopefully we can get there by about lunchtime. And yeah, we'll just see how we go. So, day 63 and week 9, draw to a close. It's been a big day. By the time, we've half an hour to go yet, but by the time I'm finished, it'll be more than a marathon. Close to 27 miles. Giving me a nice short run tomorrow morning into South Lake Tahoe. Should be there before lunch, which is good. Big week. Finished off Yosemite, then made my way from Sonora Pass over the last 3 days to here. Lots happening. Trail magic yesterday, which was wonderful. A marathon today. So, yeah, big week. So, finish the month tomorrow with a short day, 0 day the next day, and then back into it. Probably won't be that many more zeros for a while. Towns in Northern California all look pretty small. Equivalent of, say, Harriettville, which, although it's lovely, defy anyone to spend a whole day there without a car. So, yeah. See you all tomorrow for day 64 and week 10 on the PCT.